All right, for those watching in the archives, man, it's noisy out today. But for those watching the archives, this is kind of a stream that is taking a part of the second episode of Inspired Autocross you guys are going to see here later on. I got my GoPro out here and everything. But I just swapped the battery out on the truck. We just replaced the ignition coil last weekend. As long as the stream is still going, I'll show the damaged coil at the end. But after doing a pretty good, thorough assessment of all the wiring in the area, the harness looks like it barely escaped unscathed, which is worrying. Some of the little heat wrap around the wires is a little crispy. So I think we got a little lucky on the harness. And I think we got lucky in general. I was talking to my dad about it, and he said that had we not caught it when we did, if it had actually caught fire on the interstate, which is when I noticed the truck was acting funny, then it could have burned the entire thing up by the time that any sort of emergency vehicles could have gotten to the fire. So I caught it in time. It was a really lucky turn of events, that's for sure. But so getting ready to start the truck when some people come in here, and we can try to get this thing fired up nice and quickly for you guys, because this has been an endeavor for sure, this entire thing. It's looking like that this is our only option for what could be wrong. So we'll go back out to the truck here in just a minute, but new batteries in. I got another cheap Walmart battery. I figured that would be the best choice after how I got 5 years of service out of the one that was in the truck to begin with. So very, very happy with how that performed. Another $54 battery in there, and I think we are going to be set for a while. I got 5 years of service out of the one I had. Everyone who seems to run these batteries, they're cheap, but goodness gracious, everyone that I've known that has ran a Walmart battery has gotten really good, has had really good experiences with them. So went ahead and ran another one of those. I thought about getting like an anti-gravity battery, but I realized very quickly how much those things cost and how it would obliterate my savings to get an anti-gravity battery. But anyway, that's kind of catching you guys up on everything. I know there's not anyone watching at this moment. Maybe if I do some quick little shenanigans here, post on Twitter. Okay, so yeah, I just posted on Twitter that we were live. Apologies for it cutting out there. Hopefully you just pause it. I'm going to go ahead and so create a post here. Okay. So yeah, I'm trying to get this out because I want people to see this. So we're getting ready to do the first fire since, well, I say first fire since the fire. It started a couple times since then, but it's ran like crap every time. So hopefully this time around that is different. But yeah, it's going to be quite an escapade, that's for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and get the link once again so I can go and post this on the Discord server. Okay, so yeah, now that's done. Discord, Twitter, all that shenanigans there. All now know about this. So I'm going to check the battery on my phone. I don't know how we're doing on that. It won't let me check. Great. So that's fun. Oh, 28%. So yeah, this isn't really going to be that long of a stream anyway, because this burns up my phone battery. But this should be interesting. I'm giving it a second to kind of get some juice in the system. I guess we'll go ahead and walk out to it. We're going to also do a quick keep alive memory reset. I figured that'd probably be the best thing to do right now. So yeah, just chilling out here, waiting on it to get some more juice in the system before we go for a full-fledged start. New batteries in. I literally just loosely put it in here. I didn't really do much in terms of prepping it for a new battery. Usually I would clean I would have, me or my dad would clean up these connectors here, the actual terminals, but we're literally just doing this to see if it starts and runs properly, and then we'll go back and clean that up and install like the washers and stuff like that to clean everything and keep it all spick and span. So yeah, that's kind of our agenda for this, is just to we're going to check, make sure everything is good, we're running, and we're going to go for a full-fledged start here in just a couple minutes. So for those who haven't gotten to see all the videos since we got this thing home, lots of corrosion and stuff like that. We cleaned up a ground that was over here underneath the coil. We thought that that could be a possible cause of our issues, but then once we pulled the coil out, which you guys will see in episode 2 of Fired Autocross when that finally goes live, that was beyond screwed. So got the new one of those, got new plugs, new wires, which I also showcased in that video. Lots of corrosion here on these couplers, and as well as like the throttle controller here. So lots and lots of messy kind of crap to clean up as we go with getting this thing running again. And the goal at the end of the day is to actually have the truck reflashed with a new tune from Unleashed with the AM back on here at the end of this entire process. So we will be, spick and span for, a really good NA setup. So kind of going through doing some last minute checks before we go and try to start. Terminals are good, everything's connected, fuses are connected. Every fuse tested out good here. This was another major worry, as I lost my fuse box cover when we did the van conversion. So this is like heavily corroded, but my dad tested it and it turned out fine. So all of our main worries we appear to have already cleaned up. So that's kind of checked out and everything's passed clean. So we're not 100% sure we are going to get successful results here, but we are really crossing our fingers here for a successful start. So I think we've given it plenty of time to kind of get some juice in the battery. So as you guys can see, the theft light's back on, everything like that is back on. So I think it's about time anyway. No one's watching this anyway. I feel like this is probably going to be mostly watching the archive. So we're going to go ahead and go for it, and then we'll talk after the fact. My original plan was to kind of wait till people popped in. I probably will still wait for people to pop in before I actually go for the start, but I think we're going to prep kind of big here. So got my SAT-X4. You guys know and love this because the video that was on it, as you guys can see, juice is really in the system. So I'm going to grab my GoPro and do a quick clip for the actual episode of Fired Autocross, which I'm just too excited to not stream this, in all honesty. All right, so it's been a while. Truck is got some power in it. We got the battery put in. I'm also live streaming on my phone, so everyone will get to see kind of everything you guys are already seeing live from a different point of view. I plan on recording the exhaust with this camera, and having my phone do my point of view here from the live stream, which I'll probably try to clip out and take. So truck's got juice on the inside. We got full power ready to go. I got my X4. We're going to clear the Keep Alive memory here in just a moment, but for those who are watching the actual episode here, not the live stream, I've already showed this in the live stream. New battery is in. Preparations are kind of slim on the terminal side. We're just trying to see if this thing starts and runs right, and then we'll worry about, getting the washers put on and cleaning the terminals at a later date. We just want to make sure this thing runs. So that's kind of our main focus right now. So yeah, got a bit of a mess to clean up in here as well, but our main focus is just getting this thing running. So about to go grab my fob, and then we will clear the Keep Alive and then go for a full start. So GoPro setup looking good. Yeah, that's kind of what we're about to do. We're gonna get the fob, clean the Keep Alive. I figured it would probably be just good to clear it because, the Keep Alive memory is always like, dude, this thing runs like, right now. Keep Alive probably wouldn't be terribly happy if we went to start it in its current state, because it's probably just gonna be like, oh, we need to run rich because this thing's running like crap, and then it's gonna be like, oh wait, hold on, So grabbing my actual fob, put my physical key here because I was having to use that to unlock the doors. All right, so yeah, usual kind of shenanigans on the push button start. I know I haven't answered a lot of questions on that, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but my girlfriend made this awesome keychain for me, so showing that off as well. So as far as the remote, oh yeah, we got full operation of that again. So yeah, I am nervous. Nervous is kind of an understatement with how I feel right now. So quickly clearing out my mess in here to try and make room for me to actually physically get in here and got the battery tied down and all that stuff in here. Like I said, we're literally just trying to make sure this thing starts. So this is another future video. I actually recorded this and cut it because it just didn't go well. I went to make a red push button start for this thing, so we'll have a video on that eventually when I get an actual overlay for this made. But right now we're just focusing on getting this thing started, and we're gonna clear the keep alive before we do that. So got the X4 ready, going to quickly try to hook this up as haphazardly as I can with an iPhone. Streaming from mobile isn't something I do terribly often, especially now because, oh, well, shoot. I used to do this all the time, but not quite as much now. So I don't have my windshield mount up. So we are gonna go here to special functions, go run. It thinks it's locked. Okay, going to quickly reset the cam. Okay, so that's done. Radio's powered in life. I haven't seen this in so long. I'm nervous. Not gonna lie, I am terribly nervous right now. Check for any codes. If this thing will not lock while I'm trying to do something in here, that would be very, very appreciated. Okay. Go to run one more time, see if we got any codes. Just our OBD readiness. I cleared the codes last time I was in here because it was running pretty bad. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, keep alive's reset. We are now ready for a full start. Once, like I said, people get in here, because I really don't want to do that without any of you guys actually being in here. As much as I could just wait to have it in the archive, I would rather, you know, the stream be populated at least by someone before I actually start this thing. I'm excited though. I'm nervous but excited at the same time, because there's a lot riding on this. This could be, you know, quick little, all right, we're running, now it's time to focus on the transmission side, or, you know, insert cuss word here, and now we got to try to find whatever the heck is wrong. So there's a lot riding on this, and a lot of money riding on this, because I have probably just enough to buy a transmission for this thing and nothing else. So I mean, if this doesn't work, I might be in trouble for the rest of the year with this thing. So it's a little nerve-wracking to say the least, but yeah, it's interesting to be back sitting in this thing and going to start it. I think is probably gonna be the craziest part about this whole thing. So crossing our fingers, hoping this runs as it should. Interior is grimy. Pretty much what happened with the shop, they pretty much left the rear sliding window down, so this window here on the back of the truck, and it let some moisture in on the inside, so not fun at all. So if I just unlock the doors here, it's so weird how it's locking itself back when the key is sitting directly inside of it. Like, see, it's doing that, and the key's right here inside of the truck. The antenna's not moved. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's kind of annoying because the fob is right here. So put this here, put it where I usually put it. We'll see if it does it again. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's really annoying. But anyway, the back seat got horribly stained up, and it's just really gross back here right now because of it. So got a lot of cleaning to do as well. So that should be, you know, an adventure. All right, low power on my phone. I really don't have time to really continue really goofing with this anymore. So may have to just tell everyone to rewind if you guys actually want to see the start. So yeah, I don't know what's going on, why it keeps locking. That's a new kind of thing. Maybe we'll have to tear into the start module and see on that front. But cable lives reset. We are almost ready. I think now that someone's actually watching, we can actually go for a start, because that's what I've been waiting on this entire time, to actually do the start. So yeah, this is nerving. So yeah, for those who are just tuning in, new ignition coil, new battery, all that stuff, prepping to get this thing hopefully running right. I've got the GoPro ready to go here, and because I've been filming for Fire Dark 2 also while I've been doing this. So GoPro is set, just got to turn it on and let it record. Keep lives reset, batteries in, coils in. I think we are as prepped as we can go right now to find out whether this thing is completely saved by that right there, or if it's, you know, something major in the electrical system that is completely damaged. found a ground that was really corroded. We cleaned that, hooked that back up, got a new coil put in, new battery, because that was just so far gone. You guys will see at the beginning of episode 2 of Fighter Autocross, it didn't start right away. So I had to buy a battery. It's been a week-long endeavor, to say the least. Let me turn the camera back over. So now I just got to figure out why it keeps locking itself. That's a new thing, even though the fob is right there. So I have zero clue why it's doing that. But, all right, I think we're ready. I think it's time. So get the GoPro rolling. I'm nervous, guys. Not even going to lie. Okay, GoPro's rolling. Let's get this show on the road. Whew, all right, guys. Come on. I am very scared right now. We're going to go ahead and get the data log up as well, because I want to be able to watch any sort of fuel trim. I'm scared, not going to lie. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. We've got this side on. I'm very nervous, guys. Like, I'm beyond shaky and scared. All right, here goes nothing. Well, that's not good. That is not good at all. Hi. That didn't fix the issue. Yeah, did you hear it?
I thought you turned it off.
I just did. Want me to start it again? Okay. Okay. Well, that's a bummer. It's a rather large bummer at that, because we were really riding on that being the problem, and that being salvageable. So that was not a good start for sure. But granted, I didn't leave it running for long. Maybe I needed to let it run for a second and let it catch itself. No clue what happened. I didn't get a good enough look at the fuel trims, because I only have bank 2 actually on my SET, so I didn't actually look long enough to really get a good look at everything. So I don't know what exactly is wrong now, because that was kind of our main contender for our flaw here. So that's worrying. Yeah, that's not good at all. A little bit unhappy about that. We'll turn the GoPro off. Yeah. Go. Huh? You want me to give it another try just so you can hear it? Okay. Okay. Well, that sucks. That sucks bad. That was kind of our hope on what the problem was. So now we're going to have to dive into this and see what else is wrong. There was a lot riding on that, and that's definitely not what I hoped to have happen. Well, that sucks. That definitely sucks. Guess time to just pack things up here for now and go back in. I'll show you guys the coil. I promised you guys that I would show you guys the original kind of fried coil before I shut things down here. So definitely not what I wanted to have happen there. I was really hoping that would be it, but definitely not what I would have liked to see. Unfortunately, I can't see the chat at all, so I don't know if anyone's even typed in the chat to begin with, but I can't even see it, unfortunately. So that is horribly bent. I did not notice this was bent like that. Quickly bend that back to where it should be. That's the ground for the halos, and the what else do we have hooked up to this? The fan. So that's unfortunate. But we're going to go ahead and close up shop for now, and we'll look at this weekend. Obviously, episode 3 will definitely cover that. but definitely not how I wanted to end this off, to say the least. But that's rather frustrating, really. So that's fun. That's fun. But go ahead and go back inside, and that'll be that. Really, I'm kind of bummed out after that. So don't even really know if I want to keep streaming. Really. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that was a disappointing way to end things off for sure. Going to quickly plug my phone in now that we've gone through that. So yeah, that was pretty much a fail, and time to dive into even more possible causes. Not really sure where to look now. That was, like I said, kind of our main culprit idea that we had for our woes here. I'm gonna put this on my desk here so I can continue chatting with you guys. So apologize for kind of impromptu setup here. Everything back in here. I think the physical heat I left in the garage, so I have to get that at some point. But I'm gonna pull up on my tablet just in case I can't actually see the chat here for some reason. If anyone's even typed in the chat, I don't know. Definitely kind of disappointing, but don't know really what else to look for. So we'll just have to start tearing things down one piece by piece here, and hopefully find our culprit eventually. Thank you, Plymouth County Growers. I appreciate that. So I can see the chat. Great. Okay. I don't need to pull this on my tablet then. Sucks a lot, but nonetheless, we gave it our best shot here, and I think that's really the best we can do right now until we get that figured out. I mean, there's no telling what it could be now. We didn't see any more damaged wires, so I really don't know, any ideas where to go first. So we'll have to kind of eyeball any sort of potential problems, any grounds that are in that area. Granted, the truck has full power. I mean, I don't know what else could be causing it. There's a chance it may have hit a fuel line, like not a fuel line, but like a fuel injector connector or something like that. I don't know. Something got damaged in this ordeal. I don't know what it is. We thought it was the coil, which reminds me I need to show it to you guys. The one that we took out of it. And it's pretty much why we were pretty certain that this was the fault, the flaw of why it wasn't running. So, yeah, this is what's left of the old coil. Lots of charring and damage all over the place on this thing. As you guys can see, the little sticker in the back is like melted off, and the bottom is scorched heavily. I mean, it's in rough shape. So that's why we figured that it was a really good contender for being the actual problem that took the truck out in terms of electrical stuff. But it appears that was not the case, which is unfortunate. So that's that. Nonetheless, we will work on solving that as time goes on here. But definitely a bummer for sure. I was, pretty certain that was going to be the end of that. But anyway, time to clear this up for now. I just got texted dinner's ready. So appreciate anyone who tuned in, anyone watching in the archives. I appreciate it. We did our best. It looks like that we still got some work to do. But for now, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys.